I made $14,000 in just one day with my clothing brand, utilizing one marketing strategy. And I'm about to put y'all on game. Let's get it. YouTube, what is the word, man? If you do not know, my name is LST Court. I am a six-figure, 22-year-old brand owner, simply looking to continue to grow my brands while also empowering you all with free education and knowledge. And so today, man, I'm gonna go ahead and sit down with you guys and tell you guys how I was able to make 14K in one day last October with my clothing brand off of one marketing strategy. Okay, so I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna explain the marketing strategy to you, and I'm also gonna show you how to implement it into your business and exactly how it worked for mine. It's a common marketing strategy. Okay, it's influencer marketing, but what I like to call it is niche marketing. Influencer marketing can be misleading because everybody's an influencer, right? But everybody does not pertain to your niche in which you're pushing for your brand. So what we want to do is we want to prioritize people that are within our niche and who add value to our brand identity. So at worst, come to worst, you send this person a product of your brand. The worst that can happen is they still wear it, and maybe we don't get as much engagement from it, but it still plays a role in us building and establishing our brand identity, right? So a lot of people are reaching out to influencers who have no correlation with their brand but has a large following, and so those people that they're putting the product in front of either do not correlate with the overall vision of the brand, so they end up just buying that product, right? Which can be good and bad because now you've brought in all of these people who don't correlate with your long-term vision of your brand, and they only like one product, and so they'll continue to demand to have one product from you, but they don't actually like your brand as a whole. And so it kind of messes with the trajectory of where you're moving with your brand. That's why these brands like Louis Vuitton and Dior and all these higher end brands, they have a person that they want to put in that product, and they don't promote specific people because of the image of what they're trying to push. So be very intentional on the people that you are advertising in your products and that you collab with, because they will 100% bleed onto what you're building for your business. And so that's very important, I think, too. I think a lot of times with these smaller brands, you want to catch people before they actually like blow. You want to kind of catch them pre-blow, right? Because by the time they blow, everybody's reaching out to them and everybody wants something from them. So, to kind of make it more genuine and like real, find people that you believe in and that you really just like how they're moving, and invest into those people. And trust me, if you do that, then they'll show that love back to you when they're on a higher pedestal. So that's very important, and it'll be free for the most part, right? If you find them early, you can get in early. It'll be free. You don't have to pay because now you just come in because of the clout. Okay, so y'all be smart, man. Y'all find people really, pay attention to these people and find people that you feel like compliment your brand and buy into them early. Okay, now I'm gonna show you guys who I got into the clothes. Most of you know Hollywood Shaq. So Hollywood Shaq was the person that we got into the product. And I was able to help us make 14K with the brand. So shout out Hollywood Shaq. Shout out you, fam. So it's gonna be that middle video right there. Let it focus. Middle video right there. 5 million views on that video, right? And so this is the video. Just to kind of show you guys the video, he had multiple different brands. He was telling them to pretty much comment in the comment section which brand they liked the most, and there goes our product in the first part of the video. And just off of that, bro, very simplistic. Didn't show the product for the entire video. Just implemented it into the content he was already making, and 14K, man, in one day. And so very important, man. When we first sent him that product, he wasn't charging for promo. It was a free promo. I mean, we spent $10 on the shipping label. And I think the reason that it worked so well for us was because he was in the beginning phases of really making content for brands. So it wasn't something that he was charging for yet. He was just willing to do it for the exposure of himself and then the brands as well. And I think that those are always the situations that you want to find yourself in. Unless you have a budget to really be able to spend towards paying these influencers, like we've also spent money with him as well. So I've spent, I won't discuss the exact amount, but he has a promo cost, and we've spent money with them just because our organic content with him did so well. To make your life a lot easier, like let's say I think that like streaming is popular right now. I'm gonna give y'all this one. All right, y'all gotta find your own after this. So streaming is popular. So let's say, okay, well, let's say I am pushing like a more broad niche when it comes to like the products I'm selling. So like, let's say I'm pushing like streetwear, which is very broad, man. I really recommend y'all to break down streetwear. Like streetwear is a niche, but it's not like be more specific. Like, is it like skateboard streetwear, or is it like urban street, like what type of streetwear is this? Okay, and then once we have that subdivision of the big broad streetwear umbrella, we have our subdivision. Okay, cool, boom, it's gonna be skateboard streetwear. All right, cool. So now I can either start to prioritize skateboarders, right? So getting big time skateboarders in my clothing that have a large audience and can advocate for my product. And I can also start making content correlated to skateboarders. So I can start to hone in on my marketing strategy based off of my niche, right? Like, if skateboarding is my niche, then I know I need to be at skate parks connecting with skateboarders, right? If my biggest selling point of my product, or like let's say like my selling point isn't like my niche. Maybe my selling point is like my actual product. Well, if I have like a physical, tangible selling point of something, I need to be able to put it in front of people. So maybe I'll prioritize like guerrilla marketing, So a lot of people are scrambling to figure out, like, first of all, what marketing strategy even, like resonates with them, because they lack identity of their brand. Like, knowing your identity is going to tell you which marketing strategy is smartest for you. Okay, that's just like a side note. Okay, because this, influencer marketing might not even be your smartest form of marketing. Okay, but nonetheless, rewinding. Once we know our niche, we know who is, who's going to be like a mascot for our brand. Now our goal is to figure out what outlet are we going to start to prioritize to find these people. So are we going to mainly look on Instagram? Are we going to use TikTok? Are we going to find streamers? Are we going to reach out to mainly YouTubers? Like, what is one route that we can get really good at finding the best influencers within our niche? So we're going to just continue to dig down the rabbit hole. All right, cool. I'm streetwear. All right, cool. I am skateboard streetwear. Okay, I'm going to reach out. I'm going to prioritize influencer marketing. All right, cool. What type of influencers am I going to reach out to? Skateboard influencers that make YouTube content. You know what I'm saying? And so now it's like I'm looking for this very specific person. And yes, it's going to be a little bit harder for me to find that person. But guess what? Most people are not looking for them. So when you find them, it's going to be a lot more worth it. Versus everybody knows the mainstream content creators. And so if you don't have a big bag to play with to work with these people, then you're tricking yourself out of position. Okay, so niche things down, choose a specific channel. I feel personally to start to reach out to these people on. So master one channel, and know the biggest people in your niche that are on that channel, and also the up and coming people in that niche that are on that channel. And that's where the real money is. That is where the real money is. When you guys can find up and coming people in your niche, that is where you really make the money. Because like I said, you can find those people before everybody else does. So the competition and the crowdedness of other brands mixing in with your brand, it's not happening as much, right? And you're not getting hit over the head for promo prices. Okay, if that person is still established in their audience, then they're willing to do these things for free. Okay, just for the exposure of themselves as well. All right, so stop reaching out to that person who already got 1 million followers unless you're able to actually provide value to that person. At that point in their career, giving them just clothing is not necessarily going to, it's going to add value. You need to have, it's going to be money, right? That's what they're going to value at that time. So find people who may not be making a shit ton of money off of clothes yet, and they're definitely going to be more willing and ready to work with you as they're building up their notoriety and their audience in the space. Okay, so that's the biggest piece of advice I can give to any beginning brand owner. Yeah, man, that's gonna be it. I'm done rambling. For more brand tips, more education, more free guidance, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, LST Court. Follow me on TikTok, LST Court Gyms. I'll make sure I put the links down below as well. And comment more ideas, whatever you guys want to talk about. Comment it down below so I can make more videos for y'all. Man, I love y'all as always. Let's keep working. Let's get it.